In the year 2121, Earth becomes the most horrible place for living things. The population is approximately 10 billion people, which is much more than this planet can handle. Resources start to run out due to a massive crisis of overpopulation. Moreover, there is an invention called AI, an android created by using futuristic technologies. Their appearance and expressions are exactly like humans. AIs are widely used to work for humans in various roles, from babysitter to prostitutes. The increasing number of humans being and AIs cause the inadequacy of resources and settlement. Humans decide to solve this problem by finding a new habitat in outer space. The plan is to go to the new colony in the Milky Way and start a new life. But only wealthy people can afford this solution. However, the population on Earth is still too large. There is a man named Dr. Carl Stone who proposed a new solution. The solution is to transform each human intelligence and memory into an AI system, so they can live their life in their android bodies, which make them no longer need food or any resources other than batteries and electric power to help them maintain the database. There are some people who agree with this solution, but there are also people who consider that this solution deliberately leads humans to extinction. Nava is a normal man who lives in this world, and he is remarkably good at being a psychologist that others thought that he can read their mind. He has lived his life by the money from casino because he uses the advantages of his ability and he is very good at it. Moreover, he generally enjoys observing and talking to the gamblers. He lives in his cramped room and keeps most of his money in a bank account because he loves to bet but isn't good at spending money. One day, when Nava is normally sitting at a bar in the casino, he overhears a conversation of two Nirvana officers. Nirvana is the current biggest AI company that Dr. Carl Stone established.
Dr. Carl always says he needs to bring the old beautiful world back, but all he does is fill this world with moving puppets in human brains.
But I heard that it wasn't his real purpose.
Really? What is it then?
I don't know. Lately, he locked himself in the lab all the time, trying to prepare a supercomputer, which, for me, is way too soon to do that, since there are not many people who accept his idea.
Well, who knows? Maybe he's just prepared for the future.
You're right. Due to his illness, I don't think he could live until the day his dream comes true.
And with Nava's intelligence and sagacity, he is able to predict what the company will do next, and that is a most unacceptable thing for him. Nava leaves the casino earlier than usual, goes straight back to his room, and uses his laptop to hack Navada's system. And of course, he can hack it in a few hours. After he hacks into the system, he is trying to make direct contact with Dr. Carl.
Is that you, Dr. Carl? I know everything about what you are going to do. You are such a liar.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Where are you from? Are you hacking my system?
You don't have to know who I am. I just want to warn you that I know what you are going to do. The truth is, you want to exterminate a human race instead of transferring human data into AI form.
What? That is not true. I have no idea about this thing.
What about your son who died 15 years ago?
How did you know?
Because
Before he can finish his conversation, the company security system put him off, and now he needs to find a way to get into the company to destroy every data that the company has and rescue the first group of people that are about to transform themselves into the AI form next week. Because Nevada company publicly announced the date of transmitting the first customer variant into AI, so anyone knows this information. The next day, Nava starts to assemble a team, which is mostly friends that he met in the casino, and each has a different profession. So he asks them, for the sake of his successful plan. The first one is Mitsuki, who is the creator of a virtual reality game, so she can easily conduct a fake environment. Secondly, Rako Alendro has known Nava for a long time and even knows Nava's real identity by using his AI eyes. The last one is Elise Crimson. She is a wonderful swordsman, which is very rare in this world. and because of her incredible physical ability, she would be very helpful for Nava's plan. Since they are our good friends, they accept Nava's invitation and willingly to be part of his plan. The team of 4 people, Nava, Misaki, Raquel Lendro, Alice Crimson, is conferring about their plan, and when they are asking Nava about his motivation, why he needs to do this thing by himself, Nava tells that Nirvana is a big company and he still lacks evidence, so the public will not believe him if he tries to inform them. That is why he needs to do it himself. But Alice knows that Nava is trying to conceal something, so she asks him,
You need to tell us the truth, otherwise we will withdraw from your plan.
Nava has no choice but to tell a story about himself, that in fact he is not a human, nor an AI.
15 years ago when Nava was young.
How was school going today, kid?
Yeah, it was great. Dad, watch out!
At the hospital.
Oh, Mr. Carl, you awake? How are you feeling? Dizzy or have a headache?
No. I am okay. What happened? Where is my son? Is he alright? His name is Nava.
I will go get a doctor to explain everything.
3 minutes later.
Good morning, Mr. Carl. My name is Lee. I'm your doctor. You've been sleeping for 2 days.
Where is my son?
He's in coma and needs life support to survive.
Oh no. I want to see him. Please let me see him.
In Nava's room.
I am sorry. I should have been more careful. I will bring you back no matter how hard it is.
So Dr. Carl, who was a scientist, decided to bring his son home and transfer his brain into the AI algorithm in order to save him.
I know it's risky, but it is the best way to bring you back. And you can live again, I promise.
Regardless of his body, his brain is still alive in AI form. His father tried to invent a temporary body for him, but in the process of transferring his data, due to the poor technology at the time and no one has done this before, he got lost in the server and didn't know how to come back to his father. He spent 10 years living on the internet, went on many servers, observed every internet users he met. That was the reason why he is an expert in dealing with the human mind. After he had enough knowledge, he ordered the materials and hired some engineers to assemble his android body, in the name of an anonymous person. Then he transferred himself to his body and gradually developed it until now. So he is no longer human because of all the fiber in his body. And neither is he an AI since he has feelings, which is the only thing that AI cannot have.
I know you guys are confused right now. So basically, I am still me. I have feelings, but just in the AI form.
That's what unexpected. I am confused right now. So you are not an AI, no a human, and Dr. Crow is your father.
Wow, man, I have known you for years, but I have no idea that you are Dr. Carlson, who is the owner of Nirvana Company.
So why don't you go tell him that you are his son?
Well, I have been on the internet for a decade. He doesn't even know I'm still alive. Don't you think it's weird?
I see. But why now?
I realize that it's not an excuse anymore. I need to stop my father before it's too late. I believe that it will be easier for me to convince my father since I am his own son.
Poor you. Don't worry, we will help you.
After knowing the truth, his team decided to help him. They operate by their plan on the day that the first group of customers will be transferred. Since there will be a lot of people going to the company, Nava and his friend will disguise themselves in the crowd to get into the company. Their plan is going well. They split to work on their own part. Mitsuki creates fake illusions to fool the security cameras and destroy the company database. Alice is the lookout and be in the position that can help everyone if needed. Raquel uses his AI eyes to use and rescue the group of people. And now, Nava is confronting his father for the first time in 15 years.
You better surrender, my father, for the blood is thicker than water, and for the sake of my mom, your wife, whom you love.
Nava tries to persuade Carl to give up on his intention, but Carl does not listen. Furthermore, Carl convinces Nava to join his side. He explains how much he loves Nava, and his plan is the best way to keep the Earth safe for the two of them.
Oh, my dearest son, what I am doing, I do it for you. My plan is to change the world for nothing but humankind.
He tells Nava about his wicked plan, which is to change humanity into data form and transfer all of it to the visual world in order to make humans extinct, and then this world would go back to normal.
Your dream is too high, your mind is too hard. If the world is a card, you should play it wisely. Do you remember the night at my mother's funeral? The sentence that you spoke to me. Can you remember?
Yes, of course, it is. This night is too hard for you, my lovely son. But you must be strong for your mother's soul, as she once told you when she was dying.
Nava embraced Carl, but he had already known that he wasn't his father, so suddenly he stuffed a syringe full of poison into the AI's neck.
That night you said nothing. You were just crying. I'm no fool to trust you, liar. Reveal yourself. Who are you?
Ha! I'm not your father. Your father is a long dead, sweet child. I am a monster your father has created. I consume his mind, and I can do what he cannot. I will change this world.
And all the conversation is being live-streamed online by Mitsuki, which is also a part of their plan. So at this moment, everyone knows the real face of Nirvana Company, and after Mitsuki completely destroys the whole database, it brings the end to Carl and Nava. With the grief in his heart, makes sure that Carl is absolutely demolished and does not escape through the internet. After the news goes viral, there are many thoughts. Some still believe that what Carl did is helping the rest of the population on Earth to escape this cruel reality by living a life in AI simulation. Some condemn that and try to make money so that they can afford the living in another colony in space. Some enjoy their life in this rotten world. Nava is still an AI in disguise of human, gambling in the casino with his friends, and humans still struggle to find a solution to solve the crisis.